Hello. Today we will be doing basically we're going to be just looking at a counter I kind of invented for the new like meta team as it would be. So like the Apsara, Niki, MJ, Arato, and Marie combo. So if we look at, I don't know how. So if we look at attack, let's go look at. We'll watch. So this one we have using this team versus the Marine Nikki combo. They do a thing. I'd rather watch this one though. So if we look at the damage, we see most of the damage will be from the Hani An's combo. And if we watch, we'll see kind of where, like, basically what that play style is. So if we look at the thing, so Scally has the newest gem, newest two gems on his guys. He has basically all the meta gems on the correct characters, and I do prefer Crimson on Marie. So he doesn't have the dot immunity part yet off the newest gem, which is good, though it doesn't help. So we started off there, if you saw, we started off with um, Apsara's S4. That went into Hani S4, which then goes into Niki S2. The reason we do Niki S2 over S4, S4 is for survivability. We don't care about that. We care about just killing. This team has a lot of survivability on its own. If we look here, base, tenacity, mastery, res, very high. It basically gives us that initial survivability. You can do this combo two ways. You can cast this first. It does get a little tricky. It doesn't get tricky. It does have that thing. So doing the Hania S4 first, that triggered both of that triggered Nicholas E3 ability. So her E3 ability here. When Shelter of Faith is triggered for the first time each wave, Nicholas will act for one extra turn. So her Shelter of Faith was activated. She did rear her S2 and then she went into her S4. So there we killed that. That's because the Shelter of Faith was activated. And now what we're basically on survival mode. We're on can we survive till the end? Now we got Shelter of Faith up. That's really strong versus Arato, for example. Kind of nullifies her. So now we're basically building up to get Ans to do another double take. So the main thing here is the and there we go, that's the one tap. So I have had better battles off that, so we'll look at beating Klebs in a sec. So let's go line up, preset, and just show you how this counter basically works. So first one, we're going to do S4. S2, what we do here, it doesn't matter who we target on, but it is better to target Marie just in case you do bypass the Erato thing. So I'm going to show you the survivability section of this. So we do that first. So for against Scallywag, he doesn't do that. We have two attacks of this. This should one shot. And then whoever he goes after next normally doesn't die. However, if we do this, we basically wipe the team. And from here, if we look at our basically tenacity mastery, we can see they're extremely high. And then obviously this is just an auto win now. And we can't lose from this point. 14 turns. 14 turns. They barely got any usage. We just absolutely destroyed them. So this team, it is a glass cannon team, but if we're still getting wins on defense. The only reason we lose here is because of the gazelle. And I have changed my team. Interesting. Okay, I did not realize that. That's interesting. Let's go back to our original defense, shall we? What I will do is I will change it to my new configuration, which is that. Yep, good. That's to my new configuration, just to see how that goes. Okay. This guy, Medoxus, his is a total different kettle of fish. Because he has this fox here, it makes it incredibly hard to counter. So if I just show you, so I go in with this team, I go in, what the fox is going to do is going to freeze my hands, which is really bad. So we do this, we do this. So here we will go for survivability. Freezes the niki, sorry, the Nicola. And then from there we should have victory. So we do a hill, and we will do this. Get that shield back up. And that's pretty much lost from there. So in some scenarios, yes, you do better, but some you do not. So what we could try against this is we could try and mirror with the puppy dog and see what happens. But it normally doesn't help as such. Reason being is because it freezes the Nicolith, which because well, I don't like that one mechanic off the dog. So if we look at skill, so at the beginning of each wave or every 3 times the skill is cast. So this one I don't understand. At the beginning of each wave. So this is the beginning of each wave. It's not done it. And then we look at it again, and it says for every 3 times the skill is cast. So this one, at the beginning of each wave, but it's not at the beginning of each wave, so it shouldn't afflict it. So this to me sounds like a bug. Okay, so we could try this mechanism. And that I do not understand because he has this. I mean, it's inflicted by heroes. She'll die on her turn. And we just die to that. So we can't use the fox. The fox just does not work. Even though we should be immune. So we have to use this. So we do this again. We do this. And why is it changing targets? So it targeted him and then. Okay, so we can't really beat that team with that that load up. So there is one way there is a way we can do it. So we go back in the game. So turn one we use Anne's ability. Not Anne's ability, sorry, Apsara ability. Give Anne's the immunity. And then we build up for defense. There's no point of using that. We build up for defense. So then we build up for that. Yeah, it just doesn't work. The only way to win is if we. Yeah, let's try it again. So maybe it was a fluke for that first time. But I've definitely beaten him with this team before. It's really annoying you can't see last season's games. Or like, there should be a thing to save replays. Okay, here we go. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change the target. We're gonna go for Apsara. Okay, so we're gonna do just a hill here. So it probably won't help. Yeah, it doesn't help. So what we need to be there, we need to stop sending me that. Right, okay, we're gonna stop doing against those. So Medoxa is basically, in my opinion, running the Frost Pet basically makes the team very durable. You don't have that. The one thing the unicorn is when you bet the first 2 rounds, whatever damage you take is basically doubled, added on to the recorded, which makes it against a really high damage team like a little bit dangerous. So yeah, I just lost what 5 in a row there mucking around, but then obviously we beat Scally, so is what it is. So going against Kleb's lineup, so against this team you ought to do slightly different because they do have the Gazelle. You just have to be prepared to be prepared for it when you get the first poison dot on. So normally that happens quite early because depending on what ability they do. So to basically counter that, you just use the AoE. And go. What I'll do is I'll get rid of the health bonus, do that, and we just play the same as we do. Unfortunately, they're reduced our speed, which we were not ready for. And we got our reduced turn meter then. So what we're going to do here, cleanse it up. Here it's probably better to do AoE. Does more damage, and then we're going to shield up. Here we're going to try and reduce the stealth. Use some turn meter. Inflict cold. Should reduce their damage. Shield up again. And when we get a Anzin, fuck's sake, bro. Fucking hate Apsara sometimes. Do that again. Bro, this club guy gets too much ego, bro. He needs to be humbled more. For some reason they made him mentor in this game. I really have no idea why. He always asks me for help. Is the main thing. I don't understand why. But it is what it is. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna check the HPs. Cause if whoever has a smaller HP. Could we can kill 2 people in this first attack, that'd be great. Can't do nothing there, we'll do that. We'll try to kill off MJ first. So that did not do nothing. It'll be in for the defense. But the defense shouldn't matter because we have Pierce 100%. So why did the defense matter? Oh, I'm just gonna beat him like a normal thing. CBA giving points away. Can't be losing to these bots known as Kleb. We'll just use a mirror match because obviously I have the better team, the better stats. Saying that actually, just. Wait, he doesn't have a single MJ aura yet. Echo. He does. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, so we'll just do this. Okay, yeah, so we'll just build up the shield of faith. Build up the kill, build up shield. Do this. Why do I give up? I don't know why you have Combat Vanguard on Marie. That's beyond me. Okay, let's just reduce that. Kill them. Kill you. and we just kill them easily. So as you can see, it's pretty easy to beat the teams in the mirror matches. It go basically you win mirror easily. In terms of doing the non-mirror matches, it really depends on speed. And works in most cases. Frostpet is Anne's biggest counter though, so you got to be wary when you go against Frostpet. Other than that, you should be fine. So here we go against Scally, we can beat this. I think we're beaten Scally today. Yeah, here we won in straight sets. So obviously we used that counter versus the team. I made this Marie team, which is CC proof versus the CC team, and then just my CC team versus the Lance team. And we got 3 straight wins. So that was the main thing I wanted to do in this video. You could look at BFG. So BFG's gone pretty well for me today, I would say. So it's 17, 9, 13. Looks like we will probably get all 3 teams in. Battlefield 3 was my weakest team. Well, not weakest. It was where I did the weakest. So I won 5 and lost 1. Did not mean to leave. Battlefield 2, I won 7 and lost and still have my team alive. So it's my CC team. This team here is impossible. If this team did not have Apsara, we would beat it. We look replays, my reports. We have here and here, but here we beat the Marie team with the CC team. Marie got off one thing, but we just slaughtered the team. Here, Anne's got off one here, but again we just slaughtered the team. And then in the Battlefield 1, it's our best battlefield. I got 6, and no, my team's still fully operational. And we should get that team through. We started off at 16th in the rankings. So imagine with a win, we'll probably be up into like the top 8 maybe. We look at other guild mates. I think we should have one. Yep, here, 29th position. I think we'll have another one near the 40, 50 crossover. Yep, here, 55 to be precise. Do we get a 4th team in the top 72? We do get a 4th team. So and we definitely will not have a 5th team. So we have 4 teams in the top, um, in the top 72. We're doing very well there as a guild. Hopefully they can progress and get further in. Championship, I 100% lost. I'm versus Nantako the second round. Nantako is probably the best player in Legendary at the moment. And I think he will be the best player in Legendary until he leaves or she leaves. I'd say second best at the moment. Then it was Scally, but I would say Medoxus. Medoxus seems to have grown very rapidly, very fast. He has very strong roster. He likes copying my teams. If I go, do I saw? Can I see his team? Can you see teams here still? Yeah. He's changed it now, but this team used to be Hani, JNR, Dokarera, and Apsara. I'm the only person to ever use that team, and this motherfucker copied me. I do feel binged. So for Nantucko, he runs 5 upper tier teams. So they aren't the 5 strongest teams you can have, but they aren't weak teams at all. these are teams where you're likely to see 3 wins per team versus any team. Like this top team can be every sort of team. It probably lose to the CC team on auto, and depending on who goes first, it could lose to the Marie team, depending on what is in that Marie team. CC team, CC team beats every team other than a Marie team with Apsara and Nikolef, because a Marie will then become immune to CC, and if you can beat the Marie team by keeping her under like constant CC, but as soon as that CC breaks, she will normally kill you. This third team is actually, the pet does a lot of the hard carry in here. Does that constant replenishment of the shield. You basically have Panda cleansing CCs. You're CCing their best guy. You're killing everyone. This team could be beat by Lance, but it would be a hard call to just get through all of that. Basically get through that damage. So if we look here, there should be no things. So we see Agatha is actually his main damage dealer. Agatha is a really strong person who's actually immune to CC. If we look at his speed, so nearly 2.7k, double Devo set. We have Leech is min-maxed, low mastery, and high defense. High attack, health also. A little slow, in my opinion, Panda, with very high effect resist. Very fast, Dokara. Doesn't have a full crit rate, but don't really need it. Very beefy Erato and very fast Erato. Probably one of the fastest I've seen out of the top players. High effect resist also. And then Agatha, very fast Agatha with with the 100% crit rate, but also high crit damage and high HP in a dev set. Very high effect res also. So she is a really strong character. So this is a very fast team. So Lance could counter it, but you'd have to survive the Erato onslaught, which is doable. So I kind of formulated a plan to beat Nantuko. Will it work? I don't know. I doubt it will work. I was hoping for winning at least 10 fights. But we do have this team here is very fragile, but it's fast. Very fast. We have over 3k, 3.3, 3.1 in battle. Very fast, very sturdy and strong team. My plan to beat this team is by using, with the Marie team, winning that mirror match, is by using Adkins and Sutar. The reason we use Sutar is for the Immortal. But you'll be saying, oh, why would we use the Immortal when we bypass Immortal? Good question. First thing, this Marie team doesn't have Apsara. So, and the only part of her damage that does the bypass Immortal is the resonance part. So she'll do her AoE. The resonance part will then hit the highest mastery hero, which will be, out of them, either Suta or Freud. I can't remember which one. 163. Yeah, so we Suta. So she'll basically kill Suta off. These will all have Immortal. Will then kind of recover and try and beat down that next, so we'll survive and beat the next wave. Way we'll do that will be using Adkins. So what Adkins is in the team for? So this is to survive the first attack and he dies. Adkins is in there too, basically, because of the speed. She should be at that 40% threshold to start doing her whacks against Marie. And we're hoping for just a clean one shot on the Marie. That's what we're hoping for. It may not happen, but we are hoping for that. This team is built to counter that Marie team. If we look at the other teams, I believe it should win in this region. Versus Lance. Versus Dokara team, again, I believe that we should see a very strong, we see a win. So Dokara, yes, we'll have thing where we don't really use turn meter. We're gonna have that high shield value with the ally protection. Obviously, we've got Marie there, so we're immune to CC anyway. They don't really have any DD damage other than Agatha. So what we'll do is we'll try and just get that Agatha dead and just win through attrition. But yeah, it'll be hard for battles if we do win. But for me to win, I will have to get those. I have to win those mirrors, which I'm hoping to win. So I'm hoping to get 3 wins from my Marie team. So that's going to be 3 wins, hopefully. My Anne's team are hoping to beat everyone apart from the CC team. So we're looking at 7 from the first 2 teams. This CC team, depending on what happens, I know we will not go for sorry, I won't go before here. So we have turn meter, 10% speed up. That'll be interesting to see who goes first actually out of the Nord or Bunny. If Bunny goes first, then it'll be GG. We should win, but if not, wait, I don't even have Bunny in that team. Oh, this team, yeah. Yeah, it'll require the thinking. Basically, we can get off the permafreeze, then we will win. If we can't, then we won't. But permafreeze is the plan there. This team control, lock them down. We'll see what we can do with the jingle bell also. We also have this team. I'm really not confident about this team. I don't think they get any wins. Just thinking about what will they counter. They may beat that MJ with the Agatha Freed. Sorry, Agatha, Erato, MJ, Dokarera, and Panda. It may get 1 point. So in a perfect world, I win 4 battles. Well, 4 battles, please. Sorry, 3 battles. Hopefully, this beats the CC team due to the thing. Lance team, CC team. So hopefully that would bring 4 as well. I doubt it, but it could happen. So we have 4, 3, 4. So that'd be 11, 12, 13. Maybe. We don't know. It'll be a very close 4 battle. I think I will lose. I'm hoping I get at least 10 wins. That's what I'm aiming for. What I hope. Arena, we did really well. I have no idea how this person got so much points. I feel like a bit of cheating is involved. Obviously that was just I don't believe they did cheat. It just got lucky maybe with how the cookie crumbled. there. If I did have the DF5 on my team, I would feel a lot more confident in matches like this or the Ray Stingray, but I just don't have them. Get Ultimate Trial them, so that's what we use for Ultimate Trial at the moment. It broke 20 bill last time, I thought. 20 bill exact. Getting that 12 bill from there. Let's try that again. Only 19 that time. See what the top team's using. So 45 billion. So now everyone's using ands in there. Let me guess. What a surprise. Everyone using ands. So using this team in that third position. Only 18. Their damage didn't increase at all. We're gonna go into manual. We get there. So basically we just need to be hitting like 4 bill from the first team, 4 bill from second, and then whatever from 12-ish from the last. Okay, so instantly get that up. Get that there. That is good amount of health already done. Reapply that buff. For one turn, we've already done 200 billion. Reapply the 200 million, sorry, not billion. So in that turn, we managed to get to 2 off her confused ability. Again, going through to here, we'll just do that. So if we look here, they're getting to high effect hit and res. We'll do this. Reapply all those buffs. I will just output in damage at this point. Okay, we want to keep that in check. Just looking at all these turns, so 2 turns for a lot of them. That will drop off 2 of the abilities. Getting the drown back, using the AoE from Arato. I'll just leave that on auto now. And we'll just see this go through. The main thing here is getting as much damage as possible. So what we're looking for, we're trying to get that and to have another term to be able to get his Grim Reaper ability on, as I like to call it. So now the boss's health is at 292 million with 172% effect hit, and that's after 20 installments. So we did a little bit below what we were looking for there. We'll just put that on auto and see what happens. At 2 times we done 725 million. 900. I think the new bleed guide will be very strong in this game mode. I thought it would be his game mode to dominate. But all these buffs we have on us. We look at 134,000 attack, and that's with attack down. $166,000 attack without attack down. Okay, so we're back. Sorry for that. So it's going to give to there. This one's obviously doesn't really matter. We'll just give you that. Build this up. Here, we'll keep up the defense. Try and get some debuffs if you can. Probably not likely to. Here, I want her to go next. So we'll do that. Also builds up that attack. I can pretty much do this in auto now. So this ability should be banned. And we're just breaking through. So we'll do that. Hopefully we get a crit. No. There we go. What we'll do is we'll do this ability first this time. I kind of fucked up. We'll do this. Cool. I'm always going to leave this in auto. Also, I don't get like massive scores in this, but I'm hoping to get the 20 billion again like I did last week. Just to basically just to hit that threshold, basically. Like to hit the threshold and get the maximum rewards from it. So I did near enough a bill damage on her own there. Okay, so we're looking to do 1 billion damage in this time. So to do that, the only way we can do that is if she gets another Eternal, which she's like very likely to do. Oh, you must have been like very close. So that's 215 million, 44 million, so 215, so 240, 215, 259 million, dead on 12 we'll say, so literally 300 million off the max rewards. So, oh, I thought it was 20 billion. Oh, no. Oh, this guy saw 20 million. Yeah, so never mind. We did get the max rewards. It's only 15 mil. It's 15 billion. See how lucky we get. So we always get that pet. Go here. Incarnate. I think that will get us the next incarnate though. Yeah. So now we have uh additional attack rate and hit rate in Lust. Equipment. I don't think we got any equipment. No. No pets to upgrade. So if we go to Lust, which one is Lust? The Lust is poison, so that could help us in poison. So you can see we've done bleed and we have done DD. HP we've done to 35. Internal we've done to 30. Burn we've done to 30. And poison we've done to 31. So our next threshold, we're looking at 210, so we're looking at 4 increases, so it probably will be poison. But we look at poison. This is the team people use for poison. So Freud, Gazelle, Villa, Pane, Emicado, and the Frostbat. So we could go give that a try right now and see how we get on. So instead that is Panea. And it is the Frost Pet. So see how we get on. So this will get us to 210, which is a threshold in the actual thing, and it'll be 30 off. So let's see. So here I'm going to do speed up. Gonna try and fix stun on everyone, stun across the board, excellent. Freeze and speed up with the effect res down. The effect res down is really important because now we can land these buffs, debuffs. Your basic is severe, yeah. So here we're gonna give us poison up. Okay, so we got the confused across the boards. So we're looking at reduced speed off that. That's put both you into, yeah. Okay, give us this up again. We get a stun on everyone again, hopefully. Only you didn't get one, but you aren't going to be waking up. Then we do basic on boss. We have the severe wound. Okay, so now we're literally just waiting for the next phase. Okay, speed up again. This I want to save. We don't need it at the moment. This I'm just going to do this to replenish. Well, basically refresh the duration of all of them, so they're all back to maximum turns. Okay, so here now we need shield. We will do this again. Do poison art. We're gonna start killing people soon. Okay, that's bad. Okay, now we got the shield back. I don't know. Okay, so they also have a chance to hit. So now we've killed them. We've done 20%. So here, this is the bad thing here is we cannot do that with things. We're gonna have to do that. Okay, so what we can do here is replenish the effect res and get your ability onto the next. Damn, you're low HP. Okay, let's replenish. Then you back in. So now we give you severe wound again. So now we're guaranteed that, and then we'll just then do some damage. We're gonna have to put that on yourself. We're gonna replenish that, doing more damage. Poison up. Okay, stuns. Um, Looking at speed. I think if we get speed up, we should be fine. Okay, replenish. So all we're doing is basically cycling the same thing. We've only had 6 turns. We've not really looked like we're gonna die yet. Perfect. Put that on. We failed to get the effect res though. Not effect res, sorry. We failed to get the severe wound. Okay, here we're gonna shield up. Okay, so now we're looking at the effect. We're looking at severe wound. If we do not get the severe wound here, it's gonna be very bad. We got severe wound, so we're good. Okay, so we're gonna kill these two. Uh, Restore health. Okay, so now that is really bad. So now what has happened? We have lost his thing. We basically need him to go again and press this button, or he's gonna die. So I don't know if he has the speed on her. Okay, so we've just lost now. We can't do anything here because we're on 50%. We have no shield, no way to get shield. That was really unfortunate. We were doing quite well. So halfway through. So they've had 10 turns. Turn wise, we're only a third of our maximum limit through. But what's going to happen here is in a second. So now when we do this, it's just strip and we'll just all die. So we all have these dots, debuffs, and we're just dead. But we did 51%. 51% with a subpar team because 1, 2, 3 people. Well, these two we stripped. Well, not bare, but they do not have their full potential on them anymore. But yeah, so we do 50%. I'm not really going to push that anymore. We do have the attack from Lust and HP. but I do not feel I can progress any further there at the moment without severely upgrading my team. That is an interesting concept. Can I use niki, or have I used niki already this week? That is an interesting concept. Who would we replace her for? I like this cool, so I would say this. What if we did that and then perhaps Siren? We'll see how that goes with the niki cool. That will give us more damage. Take less damage. Basically, overall, it should be. The only thing is unique shield. So here we're just gonna do speed, stun. Okay, here we only care about this. Good, we got it. Shield up again. Don't care about that. Poison up. Just basically mad inflicting poison now with that ability. It's pretty cool. We can do that now. So you notice the turns are getting a bit more thing. So 6 we done 4%. With 10 we did 50%. So we do need to start seeing that payoff in terms of killing. That's interesting. Okay, she's gonna die now. Yeah, I don't think using Nicoleth is helpful there for me personally. If we look at the other teams around that 35 regions, what other team concepts do we have? There is a Freud, Gazelle, Mikado, and there is an Apsara. Yeah, let's try it with the Apsara instead of Pania. Okay, honestly here we could do this just to get the double whammy of that in. Poison up. Please don't say it's 6 turns. Good. Oh, she can't be increased. Yes, but now we just need to make sure we hit. We did get the severe winter. That's good. Okay, let's see what happens. They're taking a lot more damage now. So I kind of want to do, I need to make sure they die really, but they aren't going to die. Okay, that's pretty good actually there. Getting that down to 80%. Okay. Okay, let's see how much damage that does. Let's do that. Okay, so all this is riding on now if we hit a, so you have effect res of 150, I have effect hit of 100%. This has a 80% chance, so we actually have 150 to do it. And we do hit the severe wound, so we can continue again, but we're on 15 there, and yeah, we aren't really looking juicy. We aren't looking like we're gonna kill it. Well, that just did 4%. Basically need to kill these guys realistically and see what happens. But I don't think we'll get the opportunity. To be immune to death at the moment. Be a miracle for her to go far. If they all died, then that would have taken out 8%, which would have taken out another 6%. So we've been around 30%. But yeah, I don't think we really have the damage. So yeah, that is the end of that section. We have Elemental City coming back in a few days, which will I be able to get something? We're about to get an exclusive on one of my on either Valentino or Grady's. I'm probably gonna Valentino, get her to E5 like we did Malmelo. Close to nothing to do. Space Temple. I don't think they've added anything new. Spire is Spire. Abyssal. Where are we at here? So top three with a poison. Murato is definitely one of the better ones. And other than that, there's not really else not to show. See here. So Hungary is back actually. That is a talking point. Um, So I could go and get her at, where is she? Here, isn't it? We could get Hanye, but I don't know if we would ever use her. That's the thing. I really do like her kit. Her kit is a really interesting kit, and I feel when she gets her max potential, she is basically just a machine. Like, she'll defend the team extremely well and reduce the damage by a lot. But I think getting to that situation is the hard point. Because it takes so long to build up to get everything on your team. I just don't think as well. We can pull her once with summons, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure pulling her once to make her E1. We then need to get 2 more copies somehow. Unless we get really lucky on Friday. I don't think the investment of getting Hangye at this point is good. Though we would only need 1 more copy and we'd only need 1 more chest here to be able to get it to 5-star. But I am kind of debating about saving this up for pets, because when we get that, we're basically, if we look at this, I'm pretty sure battle order tier 1 tier we do get some, so we can get 10 shards here. So hopefully we'll be able to get 5-star, 3-star Soul Phantom. One of these is the nice premium ones. And hopefully we just get 1 random shard here to get that to 50 shards using them. And then all we need is 100 more shards to get the 4-star or 5-star. This one should help. And then why have they got random? Why is that there? And then this one's the crappy one. Interesting. But yeah, so hopefully we get the shards to be able to get that deer 3-star, and we need 100 to get to 5-star, which we can hopefully do. Other than that, not really much to say. We've upgraded this guy's speed a lot. Off double dev. Same here, we've upgraded speed a lot. Off double dev. We put him more to a defensive now. Fast. Gazelle, we've actually increased our speed a lot, but we are off double dev now, which is a problem. So basically, all the characters I did have on double dev have all come off to get a speed increase. And then I'm here debating about with Lance. Do I scrap my Lance, which I spent a long time building, and give her his gear to other people who may benefit more from it? Or do I keep it all on him and just go with it? It is very, so these 2 pieces here are very strong. I feel like them on here would be very strong, but then we have to debate about which piece here we keep and which piece we get rid of. Preferably I would like to keep this, but we would then have to find a defense chest with good stats. So this one does have attack rate but no speed. So we would have to use this. Again, that's kind of speed off, so I don't really want to do it because we'd already be losing a bit of speed from the ring getting changed. We'd be losing around 100 speed there, which I don't really want to take that hit on. And here we've broken into 3000s. We have 1 more breakthrough and 2 more exclusive levels, so we should be able to get to around 3000 and 3130-ish speed, which is going to be really exciting. Other than that, thank you for watching and have a good day, good start of your week. Bye.